Samco Multicap Fund. Are you wondering how to maximize your returns without putting all your eggs in one basket? Are you curious to find out if Samco Multicap Fund can help diversify your investment portfolio and as well as help you in your long-term wealth creation process? Let us find out all the answers to this question in an in-depth analysis in this video. Hi, welcome to holisticinvestment.in. We help individual investors like you to make the right financial decisions and investment decisions to reach your financial goals in a more faster and smarter way. Before analyzing this fund, let us understand what is a multi-cap fund. So a multi-cap fund is a diversified mutual fund that can invest across market capitalization, and according to SEBI guidelines, it must be invested in small cap, mid cap and large cap stocks, and 25% of the capital should be invested in each cap stock. So the remaining 25% is in the fund manager's command. So this is the multi-cap fund. Now let us analyze and know some details about the Samco multi-cap fund. So as an NFO, it opens on 10th October 2024 and closes on 24th October 2024. And some of its key features are: it is an open-ended fund type which has Nifty 500 multi-cap 50:25:25 TRI index as its benchmark, and the minimum amount you need to start investing in this fund is just 5,000 rupees. There is no entry load, but you do have an exit load which is 1% if you redeem it within 1 year. And the fund managers for this NFO are Mr. Paras Matalia and Mr. Umesh Kumar Mehta. Now let's take a look at the investment objective. So the investment objective of the Samco Multicap Fund is to provide investors with opportunities for long-term growth in capital appreciation from a diversified portfolio of equity and equity related instruments across market capitalization. So how is it going to implement and achieve this investment objective? By using an investment strategy. So the investment strategy of this NFO is to provide diversified allocation across market capitalization, so it can look for the viability of the business than the sector of operation. So the sector bias is eliminated here, and also it focuses more on undervalued stocks, and it also uses an active stock selection strategy. So this is the investment strategy it implements to achieve its investment objective. Now, as we have understood some basic details about this fund and how it briefly works, let us move on to analyzing, will the Samco Multicap Fund be a good fit for investment portfolio or not. How we are going to analyze is by analyzing the pros and cons of investing in the Samco Multicap Fund. So let's start with the pros first. So one of the major advantages of investing in this NFO is the diversification across market capitalization, because Samco Multicap Fund invests across large, mid and small cap stocks, which means you are not putting all your eggs in one basket. This type of strategy allows you to benefit from the stability of large cap and the growth potential of smaller companies, and you also have an advantage of flexibility in market conditions. So unlike single cap funds that are restricted to a specific segment of the market, a multi-cap fund like Samco can adjust its allocation based on market conditions. This flexibility can help in managing risk and taking advantage of opportunities across different sectors. You also have active management in this fund, because Samco Multicap Fund is known for its active management strategy. The fund managers are constantly monitoring the market to make tactical decisions which can potentially lead to better returns compared to other passively managed funds. And you also have the potential for long-term wealth creation, because with a diversified approach, this fund is designed for long-term wealth creation. So if you're looking to grow your wealth over time and can withstand some type of short-term volatility in the market, this could be a good option for you. So these are some of the advantages of investing in the Samco Multicap Fund. So now let us take a look at the potential drawbacks of investing in this as well. So one of the major drawbacks is the higher risk due to small and mid cap exposure in this fund. So while the fund's exposure to small and mid cap stocks can lead to higher returns potentially, it also increases the risk. These segments can be more volatile, especially in a market downturn period. So if you're risk averse, like you're a conservative investor, this might be something for you to consider before investing in this. And it also has a higher expense expense ratio because active management comes with a cost. The Samco multi-cap fund may have a higher expense ratio compared to other index funds or passively managed funds. Also, over time, these fees can eat into your returns. You also need to consider this factor, and it requires patience. This fund is geared towards long-term investor. So if you're someone who only likes to see quick gains or tends to panic during market fluctuations or the short-term volatility of this fund, this might be very challenging for you and might not even be a very ideal option for you, because if you're looking for a short-term investment and this is a long-term investment geared for long-term investors, this might not be suitable for you, and you can look for other type of short-term funds that can align with your risk tolerance and your investment time horizon of your financial goals. So another drawback is a market dependent performance. So lastly, while this fund flexibility is a strength, its performance is still heavily dependent on market conditions. So there's no guarantee that the active management will always outperform the market. And also the multi-cap fund, the over diversification might occur, which might dilute your overall returns. And as an NFO, the fund management style for this fund is unknown. We do not have a track record and we do not know what clear idea about the stocks to be selected. So we cannot analyze the stocks inside the portfolio. So overall, we cannot analyze the performance of this fund, and because it's an NFO, now only we are going to see how it's yet to perform. So we do not know what kind of risk we are taking or how much risk we are taking, and so it's hard to take a calculated risk. So if you choose to invest in this NFO without put a proper research or track record, it's only taking blind risk instead of a calculated risk. So you need to consider all these factors before choosing to invest in the Samco multi-cap fund. And finally, what is the final takeaway from our analysis? As we can see, should you invest in this fund or not, it's all completely up to you and what kind of investor you are, or what kind of risk tolerance you have, and what kind of investment time horizon you have for your financial goals. So it all boils down to those factors. It completely depends on you and what you want in your investment portfolio or in your investment journey. So it's completely up to you. But our personal suggestion is that you can choose to invest in an existing mutual fund which is similar to this and that has a track record for at least a minimum of 7 to 10 years. So as I have already said, this is an NFO, so without proper portfolio and research, if you choose to invest in it, it is a very risky investment, because here we are only taking a blind risk and we do not know what kind of risk we are taking. But instead, if you choose to invest in an existing similar mutual fund that has a track record of at least 7 to 10 years, where you can at least analyze the performance, because in 7 to 10 years the market cycle would also get gotten completed and you would be able to know how it has performed in the highs and lows and analyze it properly and then take a calculated risk. But here we are taking a blind risk which can affect if it underperforms, or if it's not performing well, it will affect the returns in your overall investment portfolio. That's why it's not suitable to add to your main investment portfolio as well. Because if you still want to invest in Samco multi-cap fund just to see how it will perform in the market, just to see how it will perform in the future, what you can do is, if you have surplus money, then you can invest it through your satellite portfolio, where you can invest it with a minimum investment amount on a trial basis, for an experimental purpose you can invest it. And later on over the years, if this fund is performing well, then you can increase the investment amount as you see fit. But if you are just starting to invest and you want to invest just to see how it will perform in the market, it's better if you invest it through your satellite portfolio than your main investment portfolio, and then invest it with a minimum investment amount on a trial basis. So this might be a very safer approach to take while investing in an NFO like this. But if you're still struggling with what to invest or where to invest and what kind of investment options might be suitable for your investment portfolio, and you need professional guidance, then you might as well consult with a certified financial planner who will be able to look at all the factors, considering what is your risk tolerance and what kind of risk profile you might want to keep in your investment portfolio, and what is the asset allocation of your investment portfolio and the investment portfolio of the fund you want to invest in, and the time horizon of your financial goals. And they will take all these factors into consideration and suggest investment options for you suitable for your investment portfolio, and personalize an investment portfolio and personalize and craft investment strategies especially for you to achieve your financial goals in a more faster and smarter way. So in this way, your entire investment journey process also becomes more simplified and hassle free for you, which will will be helpful for you in the future. And for a more better financial future, you can definitely invest it through a professional guidance like a certified financial planner as well. And if you want to gain more professional guidance through a professional financial planner, you can choose to book a one-on-one complimentary consultation with one of our professional financial planner through the link in the description. Also, if you want to gain more investment and financial insights through the leading experts in the finance industry, we also conduct regularly free live webinars through which you can register and gain these insights. The link is in the description. Also, if you like this video, definitely hit like and subscribe to YouTube channel so we can come up with more such financially beneficial content for you. Thank you for watching.